Okay, everyone, I had a great time at chapter 3 over the weekend, which is the Indie Book Horror Con, kind of like a small book event for indie horror writers. And I have a bit of a haul. Now, these are all indie authors, so I want to give them all their flowers. So I'm going to split it into two so that I can spend a little bit of time on each one. Now, I'm going to tag all of the authors that I can find down in either in the comments or in the description. So if you like the look of any of these books, check the authors down below. First up, I met author Lee Mountford, who, as well as having great books on sale, had this fantastic bag. This got me a lot of compliments walking around. Now, from Lee, I picked up book 1 in his Dark Spirits series, mostly because, and I spoke about this briefly with Lee, this really reminds me of The Outsider, the Stephen King book, and The Outsider is a book I love. Now, I know we shouldn't go on cover vibes alone, but if you've been around here for a while, you will know I do go on cover vibes alone. And Lee also gave me a bunch of cool little goodies as well. Next, one I've seen a few people talk about on TikTok, I picked up The Laughing Policeman by Elizabeth J. Brown. Elizabeth was lovely. We stopped and had a little chat. She had all of the series there for this, and I was tempted to buy all of them, but as you've seen, I already had quite a lot of books at this point, so I was smart. I got book 1, and I will pick up the rest of the series as we go. Next, possibly one of the best covers of the day, High Stakes by Rob Uletsky. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Rob, do tell me. Cover, just look. This is about a homicidal cow. Just, it gives Goosebumps, but adult vibes, if that makes sense. And as a Goosebumps adult, that's all I need. For this next one, I'm not going to say the title because I don't want to get this video kind of shadow banned, but I'm going to hold it nice and still for a second so you can read it. It's about a shark at a nudist resort. I mean, it's tiny. The author was great again. What more do you need? So I should mention as well, I went with a bunch of the guys from the Macabre Mortis book club. I'm in the book club, but it was the first time I was meeting a lot of them in person. That was really great. And one of the authors who was also in the book club is Leslie Camphouse, otherwise known as LA Camphouse. This is a series, I think I've seen Claudia, who I will type below, as I've name dropped her, talking about quite a lot. So when I saw it, I had to pick it up. Came with a bunch of goodies and a bag. And there are more goodies in the bag as well. I'm forgetting how many goodies I've come home with. This is, if I remember rightly, kind of a female revenge type story. I may be wrong, don't quote me on that. But one I've seen so many people raving about. It was lovely to meet another author from the book club as well, so look forward to getting into that one. A pickup I wasn't expecting because I hadn't seen it before, but this is Try Not to Die in the UK by MJ Mars. This is a choose your own adventure type novel. And when I saw it, I had to get it because I used to love choose your own adventure novels. And I know they are still a thing, but from what I've seen, it's mostly in the fantasy space. So when I saw one that's got more kind of adventure, horror-y type vibes, sign me up. That is all I need. I'm absolutely going to butcher your surname, James. I picked up both of these by James Lefebvre. I'm probably butchering that. James, if you see this, it was lovely to meet you. Please do tell me how to say your surname. I picked up Sense of Self. Crab puns, James will know what I mean by that. He had the whole crab t-shirt, little crab on his desk, everything, and The God in the Living Room. I remember first seeing these on Etsy ages ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, James, I'm pretty sure you have an Etsy shop, but I didn't get them for some reason, so when I saw them, I had to buy them. This next one is one of the prettiest indie books I think I've ever seen, and I wasn't intending to buy any more at this point. This was the last book that I picked up, but when I saw it, I had to get it because just look at this. Series of 3 books by Philip Alexander Barker. I did have to double check the author's name, very sorry. The illustrator was there as well with Philip, so they both signed it, I believe, which is lovely. And this just looks fantastic. You've got the little horror-y sprayed edges, the cover. There's loads of illustrations on the side, but I'm not going to show them because some of them are a bit spooky and the video will just get taken down. So that is kind of roughly half of the pickup. I've been rambling for about 7 minutes, so I need to try my hardest to get this edited down now. Really look forward to getting into all of these. I'm only reading middle grade spooky books at the moment because of the novel that I'm writing, so I'll be holding off on these. So there'll probably be quite a few October spooky season reads from this pile.